Let's work the entire body today. We'll find a lot of flow and just get the body open, get the body feeling really good, and send a lot of breath into those tighter spaces. Start off in your 90-90s. So right shin parallels the front of your mat, right thigh lines up with the right side of the mat, left knee points to the left side of the mat, and then left shin is lined up with the left side of the mat. The most important 90 here is in the ankles. Flex your toes back against your shins. Now, I call this the most important because when we start to roll side to side, if you let the flexion of the feet go soft, then you can be putting a lot of pressure into your knees and into your ankles. We want to tighten the flexion of the feet against the shins and allow this sensation to really target the inner groins and the outer hips. Lean back a little. First priority, flex the feet back against the shins. Second, and you'll feel this, just be mindful that the left rib doesn't compress and pinch into the left sideways. So you lean back, okay? Flexing your feet back against your shins, roll over your heels, toes stay flexed back, then let the knees fall over to the left. When you get to the left, you should be looking at those 90 degrees, now with the left leg and the right leg. Okay, we go side to side. Flex the toes back as you breathe in. Heels pivot, knees come up. Exhale to the front. Inhale, center. Exhale to the back. Inhale. Exhale. Start to take this on your own and notice as you go side to side, you can start to get a little bit lighter on the hands if it feels okay. Come closer to an upright position, and that's going to make you use your arms less and your core muscles and groin and hip muscles more. Every few rounds, you may want to notice if your hips are walking, they might start to scoot forward towards the heels. So just give yourself a second and just readjust, reaffirm those 90 degrees, and then start the movements again. Add in your mantra. So important that you combine the movements you take for opening the physical body with the control of the mind. We're rinsing out the body with breath. We're also rinsing out the mind with mantra, repeating the words full as you breathe in, flow as you breathe out, or use the word love. Whatever you hold in your mind is what starts to stimulate and energize the body. So make that a powerful thought. Love as you breathe in, love as you breathe out. Send some love into those hips. All right, let's hold on the right. Check your 90 degrees. Take your right hand, bring it underneath your right knee. Like you're doing a little bicep curl with your leg. Flex the bicep, try to pull up on the leg. Then flexing the right toes back, push down in opposition. Feel that right hip, it's going to be super engaged. Take a deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. Other side, roll over the heels. This time, left hand goes underneath the back of the left thigh. Pull up with your left bicep, lift your chest, push down with the pinky blade of your left foot. Feel that left outer hip really tighten up and engage. Slowly come back to center. Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. Let your knees go wide. Now take both your hands underneath the thighs. I love this exercise. You're going to work your biceps and your back muscles. Pull on the underneath of your legs. Do that little bicep curl, feel your biceps engage. And then that's actually just the resistance for the outer hips. So you're working both your biceps and your outer glutes. Push your legs down into your hands. So you get to change the amount of resistance and the amount of strength you're building both on the hips and on those biceps. Now lift your chest. Let's take full cycle of breath. Love coming in. Love going out. Okay, take the hands to the inner thighs. This time, elbows press down. Let's turn the palms face up. Push your forearms down against the inner calf and inner thigh. As the forearms press down, now you're working the tricep. You're trying to straighten the arm. And as you work those triceps, work your groin. Squeeze your thighs back into your arms. Posture up, lift your chest. Now, take your hands, make fists, and bring those fists in. So the wrist has 3 positions. This is neutral. We call this flexion, where the fist is down. And then we call this extension, where it's almost like you'd be holding a tray. So let's go into flexion. It's like you're putting up your dukes, like you're a boxer. And then we open and close the hands, making fists. Open and close, open and close. So we're combining a lot of movements today to really target the body and awaken every muscle and every cell. Have your hands in full flexion, open and close. Okay, then relax, shake out the hands. Let's start again. Arms come underneath, palms face up, squeeze your biceps, lift, and then push your legs down into your hands. Feel your biceps and your outer glutes teaching each other how to engage. Breathe in. Stay for the exhale. Okay, bring the arms back down on the inside. This time, find your full extension. Show your palms face forward. Open and close the hands, make fists. Push the forearms down. So we're combining the action in your triceps. We're combining the action into the wrist extensors. And then the groins. Push your legs into your arms. And so there's a lot going on. You know, yoga is not actually a physical practice, although it really looks like it is. In its heart, it's an energetic practice. Can you combine all of these elements together to really stimulate your nervous system? Okay, roll out your wrists. Take the legs into cross-legged seats. Let's take hands to knees. Pull back with your hands. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, round and curl. Let the tailbone rock back. Inhale, lift your chest, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Okay, let's come up to a neutral spine. Take your arms up into the sky. As if you just shot a three-pointer, flex your palms back, open and close the hands, making your fists. Turn your hands away from your body. Now lock out your elbows. Start to take the shoulders up and down, up and down, up and down. Important to lock the elbows so that you don't accidentally bend the biceps. So this is going to feel like there's a lot more movement in the hands, but we're isolating actions at the shoulders and at the wrists. Okay, and then take your arms wide. Face your palms to the walls away from you, and then start to take the shoulder blades in and out, in and out. From here, open and close the hands, make fists. And then start to roll the shoulders around. Keep the elbows locked. Keep those hands working. Getting into the wrist extensors, wrist flexors, working both flexibility and strength into the wrist to help protect us. All right, let's rise up into a tabletop pose. From tabletop, stack your shoulders on top of your wrists. Stack your hips on top of your knees. Let your spine drop between the shoulder blades. Then exhale, lift the spine above the shoulder blades. Inhale, spine drop, shoulder blades kind of cave in. Exhale, spine lift, shoulder blades dome apart. Couple times. Inhale with your mantra, exhale, lift. Love comes in, love flows out. Love fully, let it flow through you. One more. Inhale, exhale. Okay, hold. Lift your right knee out to the side. So as you take your right knee to the right, start to circle the right knee. Now, the right knee circle, this is the action. You also want to pay attention to the reaction. Are your shoulders starting to lean to the sides? Are you twisting at the shoulders or are you twisting at the hips? Can you stabilize the left hip in place? Stabilize the shoulders directly over the wrists. Now hold the right knee out to the right. Watch the shoulders from twisting. Push into your palms. Feel those wrists engage. And then start to straighten your right leg out to the side. The farther the foot gets away from the body, the more you're going to feel that in the outer right hip. Breathe in. Then bend your right knee. Sweep it behind you. Open the shins. Point through your toes. Squeeze your thighs together. Then slowly hover your butt just a few inches off the mat. Avoid dumping the belly onto the thighs and the buttocks onto the ground. Can you press into the legs and find that little bit of hover? Then crawl up onto your fingertips. Walk your hands over to the left. Press your fingertips down. Pull your shoulders back. Wag your tail. And then breathe. Full to empty. Full to empty. Love in, love out. Slowly rise up into a tabletop pose. Unwind the legs. Let's switch sides. Take the left knee out to the side. Start to circle the left knee around. As you circle the left knee, you want to pay attention. Does circling the knee cost the shoulders that little bit of sway side to side? Or is that right hip popping out? Can you stabilize the shoulders, stabilize the right hip, and then to that degree, you circle the knee? Okay, hold your left knee out to the side, find your maximum height. Maximum is relative to your ability to stabilize the shoulders in alignment and that right hip in, then start to kick your left leg out to the side. As your leg kicks out to the side, feel the left glute engage, breathe with it. Then bend the left knee, cross it behind and outside your right knee. Thighs come together, split the ankles more forward, point your toes. Squeeze your right thigh into your left thigh. Start to hover your buttocks just above the ground. Hover your belly just above your thighs. Make sure you can float the hands and still find a little buoyancy in the body. Go to your fingertips. Walk your fingers to the right. Hover the belly. Wag your tail side to side. And then pulse the shoulders. Breathe full to empty. Love comes in. Love flows out. Inhale, return back to center. Unwind your legs. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs. Sway your hips out side to side. Play with stabilizing the shoulders and then swaying the hips and feel the stretch on the sides of the waist. Then stabilize the hips and rotate the spine. Dipping the right shoulder and then the left shoulder. And then finding your down dog, bend your knees enough that you can take the heads of the knees and pull them up into your thigh bones, and your thigh bones pull them up into your hip sockets, and feel the length in the lower back. Then full-bodied inhale, empty out. Walk your hands back towards your feet, forward fold at the back of the mat. Walk your feet mat distance, exhale, Malasana frog squat. Sit as high as you need, prioritizing the length here in the lumbar spine. So if you get too low, your back's gonna round. Make sure you start off nice and tall. Be super generous. You might be even here, and that's okay. Press your hands into your thighs. Press your thighs into your hands. Once you feel like the low back is secure, then you can challenge yourself, push into your heels. Maybe you get a little bit lower. There's nowhere that you have to get to. Can you understand what's happening where you are? If it feels okay, take your forearms, pry open your legs, and then squeeze your legs into your arms. Feel those outer shoulders engage. Imagine the shoulders are inside of a door, that the door is starting to collapse. Use those upper arms and brace the door open. Lift your chest and breathe fully in. Empty out. One more inhale. Exhale, walk it out, downward facing dog. Inhale, slide forward, high plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Take your arms down by your sides, palms face the sky. Press into all of your nails, fingernails, toenails. Inhale, lift the back of your heart. Tilt your chin down, so hands and feet keep pressing into the mat. Are you heavy on the big toenails? That's typical. Can you roll the weight balancing to the pinky toenails? Find that little spiral in the inner thighs. Now lift the back of the chest. Lift your hands. Lift your legs. Grab your palms together behind your back, interlace. Roll your shoulders and your chest open. Lift the back of the skull, full body inhale. Stay for the exhale. One more inhale. Punch your knuckles towards your ankles. Flex your quads and point your toes. Exhale, release down to the mat. Look to one side. Take a moment to wiggle waggle the hips. Let your big toes touch and your heels drop wide. Fully in. Empty out. Center your chin. This time, rest your forehead on the mat. Take your arms, reach them out in front of you. Palms face one another, thumbs point to the sky. Press the forehead down, lift just your arms up. You'll have to lift them up and a little bit wide, then turn the palms slightly up and use those rear shoulders to elevate the arms high. Breathe in, start to float your legs. Good, now imagine you're grabbing for a pull-up bar that's out in front of you. Exhale, pull your elbows down, feel your lats turn on, lift your chest a little higher. Can you keep the height of the chest? Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, pull back, lift. Inhale, reach forward. One more, exhale, pull back, lift, and then slowly release down to the mat. Inhale, rise, tabletop pose. Knees together, heels together. Exhale, embryo pose. Rest your chest on your thighs. Rest your forehead onto the mat. Take your arms down by your sides. Let your shoulders relax. Come back to your breathing pattern. Notice just a few moments into class how much energy you're already feeling throughout the body. Heal and nourish the body with your breath. Love comes fully in, so that love might flow out. Keep your mantra on your mind, full and flow. The breath is love. It's the connection between us and the earth around us. It sustains us. The more we can breathe in and the more we breathe out, the more we connect to that natural harmony with us and nature. Walk your arms forward. Go to your fingertips. Lift your head a moment. As you go to the fingertips, crawl the arms as far forward as you can, and then press your buttocks down into your heels. Lower down your forehead. Bring your palms together. Hook your thumbs. Press your elbows into the mat. Touch your thumbs to the back of your neck. As you press the elbows down, lightly pull back. Feel this underneath the arms. And breathe full in. Stay for your exhale. Again, love in. Let it flow out. Hands walk forward. Inhale, rise, tabletop pose. Tuck under your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, travel, front of the mat. Half lift, full in. Forward fold, flow out. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees a lot. Reach your arms up in line with your ears. Pull back with your shin bones. Draw the thigh bones back and in. Pull up on the armpits, breathe in. Exhale, fly your arms down by your sides, palms face up. So careful of the shoulders from rounding forward. Can you open your chest and spread your collarbones? Now, relative to that open space of the chest, begin to elevate the hands high up behind you. As you elevate the hands, feel those rear shoulders work. Breathe in. Sit into the legs. Challenge yourself if you want. Lift your heels, get up on the ball mounts, balancing pressure from big to pinky toe. We go to mountain in 3. Breathe for 2. Empty the breath. Heels down. Inhale, mountain. Rebound up. Exhale, hands to prayer, heart center. Inhale, mountain pose. Go high. Exhale, hands behind the head. Interlace your fingers. Elbow tips point forward. Brace your skull back into your hands, feeling the neck and the upper back muscles work. Poke the elbow tips forward. Feel those back bodies open. Brace your core. Inhale, back bend. Start to lift the upper body back. As you press head to hands, press hands to head. Make this about the awakening of muscles in your spine and then the expansion across the front of the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, tilt your hips and take your bow. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, high plank and hold. In high plank, one round of those scapular movements. Let the spine lower between the shoulder blades, breathe in. Lift the spine above the shoulder blades, breathe out. Now inhale, pull your hands towards your belly button. Keep that engagement, lower halfway down. Get on the tops of the feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Draw the shoulders back, then broaden the shoulders wide. Make space for the chest, full in. Exhale, downward facing dog. One with the mantra, love in, love out. Inhale, bend both knees, be heavy on your hands. Step or float, front of the mat, light on the wrists. Half lift, full breath. Forward fold, empty. Chair pose, inhale. Arms fly back, lift the hands, keep your chest lifted. One breath in, maybe lift the heels. One breath out, sink low. Heels down, rebound up. Inhale, mountain. This time, grab your pull-up bar. Exhale, pull your elbows down and brace your core. Keep your core tight. Inhale, back bend. Stay for the exhale, adjust the hips, adjust the ribs. Inhale, mountain pose, take it up. Sweep the arms wide, exhale, swan dive into your fold. Half lift, fully in. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Heavy hands, soft wrists. Exhale, down dog. Heavy feet, soft hips. Inhale, knees bend. Exhale, travel forward. Half lift, full breath. Fold, empty. Inhale, chair pose, sit back. Let's add in. Lift up your right leg. Exhale, figure four. Right ankle over the top of the left thigh. Hands to prayer will help lower your center of gravity. Like we did in the beginning, flex the right toes heavy back against the shin, protecting the right knee. Now push your right foot down, lightly pull the heel up towards your pelvis, and that's going to take the thighs and plug them back. When the thigh bones plug back, use that to tilt the pelvis forward. Keep the length in your spine. Breathe, 3. Out of the toes, balance between ball man and heel, 2. 1, keep your figure 4, just lift your chest, then eagle wrap your right arm underneath your left. Loop your right thigh over your left thigh and squeeze. As you squeeze your thighs together, lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders, extend the elbows forward, then lean your spine back. Think of the length of your spine from your head to your hips, breathe in. Draw the shoulders down, then sit low to your legs. Maybe take the right toes, hook them around the left ankle. Slow through the inhale. Slow through the exhale. Inhale, mountain pose, feet together, arms go up. Exhale, hands to prayer, heart center. Bend both knees, inhale, chair pose, sit back. Left leg lifts. Exhale, figure 4, cross and sit. Hands to prayer will lower the center of gravity. Flex your toes back against your shin. Push the foot down, yet lightly pull the heel up towards your pelvis. That's going to plug the thigh bones in, giving you that forward tilt in the hips so your spine is nice and long. Concentrate on the feeling of the right foot and then the breath as it moves. Love in. Keep the mantra, love out. Slowly keep your figure 4, but lift your chest, and then eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right arm. Loop your left knee all the way over your right knee and squeeze your thighs together. Toes can be used on the mat as a little kickstand until you find your footing. Lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders. Extend the elbows forward, feeling the shoulder blades move apart. And then think of halfway lift, like you're leaning into a wall behind you. Lean back. Breathe in. Once your spine is long, get a little lower to the legs. Wrap your left toes around the right calf. Full to empty, breath to breath. Inhale, mountain pose. Feet together, arms go up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Let's take a back bend. Inhale, arms go high. Grab your pull-up bar. Exhale, pull down, brace your core. Inhale, back bend. Stay in the exhale, adjust the pelvis, engage the glutes, press into your heels. Inhale up, mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift, take length. Exhale, high to low plank or skip. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, float your right leg high. Bend your knee, circle open your thigh. Like you did from tabletop, notice if that left hip is drifting or if you're leaning hard on the left hand, can you balance the pressure on the shoulders? Kick back, breathe in. Exhale, knee to chest. 1. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Pause. Extend your leg outside the mat. Keep both of your hands flat on the ground. Chest faces down. Straighten out both your legs. Slide your right heel as far forward as you feel wonderfully uncomfortable with. Flex your right toes back against the shin. Press the blade of the right foot down. Feel the outer hip engage. Squeeze your thighs together and lift your heart forward. Breathe in. Stay for the exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, down dog kick, bend the knee, open hip. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, crescent pose, rise through standing. Feel the ground underneath your feet. We've already stood on one leg, so this should actually feel somewhat stable. Kick evenly into the back ball mound, breathe in. Exhale, hands to prayer, lean forward. Take the right hand, push it into the top of the right thigh. Push the thigh up into the palm, plug the thigh back to tilt your pelvis, and then exhale, revolve twist, left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Keep your right hand on your right thigh as needed, or if you feel good in the left elbow, left shoulder connection, take the right hand to the prayer position with the left palm. Push your right hand through your left forearm. Use it to help the rotation of your torso. Breathe in. Firm up your legs. Listen closely. Hover your elbows off of your right thigh. Inhale. Twisting low lunge. Left hand goes to the mat inside of the right heel. Tee out your right arm to the sky. Roll to the outer edges of both your feet. Flex your feet back against your shins and press down. Now reach your right arm forward over your right ear. Press to the left hand, full in. Nice and slow, sweep the right leg back, dancer's bridge. Land the ball mount on the mat behind you. Press down with the right ball mount, feel your hips lift. Inhale, exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high, bend your knee, circle around your thigh. Careful of the right hip moving out of place. Kick back, breathe in. Exhale, knee to chest. Just once. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, and then extend the leg outside the mat. Flex your toes back against your shins. Bring the heel as far forward as you feel wonderfully uncomfortable with. Then stay on both of your palms. Chest faces down. Reach your head forward in the spine. Think of a halfway lift. In the legs, straighten through the quadriceps. Flex your left toes back and then squeeze your thighs together. Breathe. Love comes in, and love goes out. Inhale, release, down dog kick, bend the knee, open hip. Exhale, downward facing dog, or exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, crescent pose. Feel your feet, feel your legs. Take the arms, reach them up. Little bend in the back knee as needed. Feel the connection to the ground. That's your stability. Make it about awareness. Hands to prayer, lean forward, straighten up your back knee. Left hand on the left thigh, push. Push your thigh up into your hand. Feel the pelvis tilt forward, then right elbow to the outside of the left thigh, twist. Stay, use the hand, or find the hands to the prayer grip. Palm to palm, press your left hand through your right forearm to help initiate a deeper rotation. Breathe. With the mantra, love in and love out. Hover your right elbow off of your left leg. Listen close. Twisting lunge. Right hand comes down to the mat on the inside of the left heel. Roll to the outer blades of the feet. Take the left arm high. Flex your feet back against your shins. Then top arm reaches forward. Stretch from the left pinky finger to the inner right heel. Press down, inhale. Exhale, slide your left foot back behind you into dancer's bridge. Pressing down through the pinky blade, pressing down through the left ball mount. Big breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Or skip, go straight to down dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's take a moment. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, travel all the way down to your seat and then all the way down onto your back. Broken bridge, feet go wide, knees knock together. Goal post your arms, elbows out in line with the shoulders, backs of the hands gently on the mat. Tilt your chin slightly in. Priority is to feel your spine pressing into the ground like you're leaning into a wall. Press your head, your rib cage, your buttocks, and now your elbows into the mat. Inhale, start to stretch your arms, reach back. Watch those elbows from lifting. Exhale, pull your elbows down by your hips. So it's like you're making a little yoga angel. Inhale, arms reach up and back. Exhale, elbows pull down. At least 3 times. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. The action is to move the arms up and down. You're watching the reaction of the shoulders or the spine starting to lift from the mat. Can you lean into the ground and feel all those back muscles that help to realign our posture firing up? And the more you engage your back muscles in this pose, the more it's going to allow the freedom of breath into the chest. All right, take your knees. Wrap your right thigh over your left thigh. Let's do a couple little eagle crunches. Right arm underneath the left arm. Inhale, drift your knees and your elbows away from each other. Exhale, lift, touch elbows to knees, pull the belly in, squeeze. Inhale, lift away. Exhale, lift. Just 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, unwind, immediately other side. Left thigh wraps over the right thigh, left arm underneath the right arm. Inhale, drift the elbows and knees apart. Exhale, lift, tap, squeeze. Inhale, drift. Exhale, lift, tap, squeeze. Inhale, drift. Exhale, squeeze. One more. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. And then slowly unwind your legs, unwind your arms. Now we go through contraction and expansion. Try to keep your limbs from touching the ground. Inhale, splay your body out into a giant X. Watch the lower back. If it overextends, then bend the knees a little bit more. Exhale, squeeze into a ball. Tighten up. Inhale, full body expansion, stretch out. Exhale, contract, squeeze in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, squeeze in. Happy baby pose. Grab a hold of the shins, pull your knees towards your armpits, rock your tailbone forward so that the buttock seals to the mat and your low back feels nice and happy. Peel your shoulders down and flex those biceps. Breathe fully in. Empty out. Grab your feet. Stack your heels as far over your knees as you feel wonderfully uncomfortable with. If the tailbone lifts too much, it's going to start rounding your back. So can you make spine priority 1? You'll already get the feeling of the inner groins to open if you can get the tailbone down. You don't have to get anywhere into the shape. The heels don't have to stack over the knees. Be less attached to a destination and more invested in a direction and the moment, the experience. Fully in. Pull with your arms, lean with your spine, empty. Hug your knees into your chest. Grab behind your thighs, rock the length of your spine, forward and back a few times. Cross your shins, exhale, downward facing dog. If you want to take this through high to low plank, go for it. Or we're in down dog for 2 breaths. Inhale, up dog if you chose your flow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, float your right leg high, bend the knee, open hip. Exhale, right knee, left armpit. Extend the leg outside the mat, this time falling triangle. Spin to the sole of your left foot, reach your left arm high. Push the right pinky blade down, flex your quads, take your top arm, reach forward. Full breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Left palm goes down, right foot steps in. Inhale, crescent pose, rise. Exhale, hands to prayer. Lean forward and twist. Hover the elbow, breathe in. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Inhale, roll onto the pinky blades. Take the right arm high. Exhale, reach forward. Stay or inhale, Vashisthasana side plank. Sweep your right foot back, flex the right pinky blade, and lift it up to the sky. We go to low lunge in 3. Feel the ground, 2. Pull your right knee to your right elbow, 1, and step through. Spin your back heel down, inhale, warrior 2, rise and open. It's a lot of fun little transitions today. Root down into your legs, press into those outer heels. Oscillate between squeezing the feet in and pulling the feet apart. Full breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle, elbow on top of thigh. Press elbow down, thigh up. Then take the right hand outside the right foot. Take your left arm, reach over the left ear. Reach from the left pinky finger, push through your left heel. Fill the left side of your body with love. Breathe in. Let it emanate and flow through you. Exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stabilize the hips. Lengthen your spine. Take it up. Left hand to the back of the right hand. Elevate the armpits. Slide back. Fully in. Exhale, sweep down to the mat. High to low plank. Up dog, down dog. Inhale, left leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip. Exhale, cross, left knee, right elbow. Extend the leg outside the mat, falling triangle. Spin to the sole of the right foot, take the top arm, reach up. Whatever touches the ground, you press down. Feel everything else get lighter and lift. Take your top arm, reach forward. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge, bend the left knee, step it in. Inhale, crescent pose, rise. Feel the ground, exhale, hands to prayer, twist to the left. Hover the elbow, breathe in. Exhale, right hand down to the mat. Inhale, roll to the pinky blades of both your feet, left arm up. Exhale, reach forward. Stay, we're gonna come back here in a second. Or inhale, Vashisthasana side plank. If you're firm on the right hand, firm on the pinky blade of the right foot, you can slide the left leg back, no problem. Extend the left ankle bone up into the sky. Whoops, too far. Thank God I have a daybed. Breathe in. Pull your left knee in. Touch elbow to your knee, belly tight, and then step through into low lunge. Back heel down. Inhale, warrior two, open. 2 cycles of breath. Calm your nerves by calming your breath, by controlling your mind. Love in. Love out. Inhale deep. Exhale, extended side angle, elbow on top of thigh to start. Press elbow down and thigh up. As you press the thigh up, pull the left hip back, then take the left hand outside the foot. Top arm reaches forward. Reach from your right pinky finger, push into your right heel. Deep breath in. Stay for the breath out. Inhale, reverse, reach up. Right hand touches the back of the left hand, push up. Lift on the sides of the waist, then inhale up and over to the right. Find the length out of your spine, fully in. Exhale, take it down to the mat. High to low plank, or straight to downward facing dog. Full breath in. Stay for the exhale. Okay, come down to your knees, grab a sip of water. I'm gonna demo the flow once and show you a couple of little change ups. This is gonna be a lot of fun, hopefully, okay? So, I'll demo it once. You're welcome to just watch, or you can maybe try it out or close your eyes if you want. But first I'll demo it, then I'll guide us through it. So I'll end up repeating it a couple times, right? From downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step through. So we're changing that. Into crescent pose, we rise. Hands to prayer, lean and twist. We've done this. Hover, breathe in. Left hand down, breathe out. Inhale, roll to the blades of the feet. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, Vashisthasana, side plank. Exhale, bend the knee. Hover the right toes back behind or touch down. Inhale, elbow and knee touch. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, open. Exhale, extended side angle. Here's where it changes. Right hand to the outside of the right foot. You really got to commit to that right leg. Take the top arm, reach forward, breathe in, and then exhale, falling triangle. Push the right arm to free the right leg, slide it out. Breath in, lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Or if you want to add a little bit of arm work, side crow. Bend your elbows, rest your thigh on the outside of your arms, and then slide back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So a couple little variations, but we did a lot of wrist warm-ups. We did a lot of shoulder and chest warm-ups. So let's give it a shot. Here we go. Downward facing dog. Remember, take out anything you don't need and leave the rest behind. Do only what feels good. We practice first with loving compassion, making sure we're healing the body. But with that, have some fun. Loving cooperation. We see what is the true possibility when we clear the mind and just feel the strength of the body. Inhale deep. Let's have some fun. Exhale. Reunite the mantra. Love comes in. Love goes out. Let your practice be loving compassion in, loving cooperation out. Inhale, right leg high, bend the knee open. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent pose, rise. Exhale, hands to prayer, twist to the right. Hover, breathe in. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Roll to the blades. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, stay or Vashisthasana, side plank. Exhale, bend the knee. Hover or touch the toes light. Inhale, pick up the knee, touch elbow to knee. Exhale, step through low lunge. Pin the back heel down. Inhale, warrior two, rise. Exhale, extended side, hand outside the foot. Top arm reaches forward, breathe in. Lean into that right hand. Exhale, free the right leg, falling triangle. Breath in, reach forward. Exhale, high to low plank, straight to down dog, or left hand goes in line with the right hand, Bend the elbows, rest your thigh on the back of the triceps. Find your extended legs, and then when you're ready, float the right leg back. Up dog, down dog. Full breath in. Empty the breath out. Inhale, left leg high, bend your knee open. Exhale, step through low lunge. Crescent, inhale. Hands to prayer, twist. Hover, breathe in. Exhale, land the hand, roll to the pinky blades. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, reach forward, press down with the right side. Inhale, slide back, either side plank, stay, or exhale, bend the knee. Hover the left toes or touch lightly. Inhale, touch, elbow to knee. Exhale, step through low lunge. Back heel down, inhale, warrior two, open. Exhale, extended side angle, lengthen. Right arm reaches forward, breathe in, push into that left hand. Exhale, slide out your leg, falling triangle. You could stay right here, take a breath, reach forward. Exhale, high to low plank, straight to down dog, or hand shoulder distance. Rest your thigh in the backs of the triceps. And as you lean, the toes will start to lift. Breathe fully in. Slide the left leg out. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Empty the breath out. Full. Empty. Inhale, knees bent. Exhale, travel front of the mat. Half lift, full breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Left leg lifts. Exhale, eagle wrap, the left arm under and the left leg over. Inhale, elevate your spine. Exhale, perched eagle. Touch your elbows to your knees. As you touch elbows to knees, keep that touch light. Hollow your belly, dome up your back. Feel the right foot into the mat. We unwind into half moon in 3, and then transition towards airplane in 2. Take it slow. First, unwind your legs, unwind the arms. Slowly rotate your hips and your chest open to the left. Push your hands down and up. Take the left pinky blade, lift it up. Now, into airplane pose. Roll your right hip back, closing your left hip down towards the mat. Pay attention to the feeling of the right foot and to the space of your lower back. Breathe in. Charge the heart forward. Exhale, draw the front ribs in. Stamp through your legs, inhale. Exhale, step back. Runner's lunge. Walk your right foot out to the side. Come on down to your elbows and forearms. Circle out your hips. And breathe. From your runner's lunge on the elbows, walk your hands back, straighten up your arms, lift your chest. Contract your buttocks, bring the tailbone under, brace your core. Bend your left knee, squeeze your heel towards your butt. 1, you can stay, or 2, right elbow on top of the right thigh this time, left hand sweeps back behind you. Walk your hand to the knee, then across the shin. You can grab the shin or walk it all the way to the ankle and pull. If you're pulling with the left arm, kick with the left leg. Feel the quadricep and the hip flexors engage the stretch you're putting on them. Breath comes in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step back. Stay or inhale forward, high plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, knees bend. Exhale, travel forward. Half lift, full breath. Exhale, forward fold. Chair, right leg up. Simultaneously, eagle wrap, right arm under, right knee over. Lift your elbows up, breathe in. Exhale, perch. As you touch elbows to thighs, avoid collapsing. Instead, lift and lengthen the spine to create your maximum angle, your maximum arch. Hollow the belly, dome your back, lifting the spine above the shoulder blades. Breathe a lot of space to your upper spine. We go to half moon in 3. Monitor the feeling of the left foot, 2. 1, slowly unwind the arms, unwind the legs, float the palms away from the body, use the pinky blade of the right foot, lift it up, turn your hips and your chest away from the mat, press your hands against the ground and the ceiling. Breathe in. Now roll your left hip back to close the right hip down at the mat. Airplane pose. Take the head forward. Push the left heel down and the right heel back. Track the front ribs in. Lift the back of the heart. Breathe in. Exhale, step back, runner's lunge. Walk the left foot out to the side. Come on down to your elbows and forearms. Circle your hips. All right, we're in that home stretch now. A lot of actions in the outer hips, in the arms, and in the chest. So we're letting that energy really open through the body. So make sure we're never forcing the shapes, but feeling the breath. Lower the right knee down. Walk up onto your straight arms. Brace, front ribs, hip points to navel. As you tighten up your core, lift your upper body back, then bend your right knee, squeeze your heel towards your butt. Okay, a little different this one. Left forearm on top of the left thigh. Squeeze heel to butt. That's already a really good quadricep hip flexor stretch. You're using your right buttock and your right hamstring, or take the right hand, walk it across the right knee to the shin, towards the ankle, and then pull with your right bicep. Breathe wherever you are. Make it about the breath. If you're grabbing the foot or ankle, add a little kick through the leg. Remember the mantra, love in, love out. It's really just a game. Can the shapes, the illusions of what we make take you away from the feeling of love for yourself? When you prioritize love, you empower the breath, you empower the mind, you empower the emotions to empower the body. From there, anything is possible. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay, pedal the legs, or forward to high plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, let's bend the knees. Exhale, travel all the way down to a seat, all the way down to your back. From your back, 3 back bends, bridge, and then bridge 2 more times, or bridge, wheel, wheel, or if you're feeling up for it, wheel, wheel, wheel. Okay, elbows tight to your sides. I'll bring us through bridge once. You're welcome to do wheel on your own if you feel ready. Separate the feet hip distance, point your toes in. Bend your elbows, pointing the fingers and the forearms to the sky. Now press those shoulders down. Press the back of the head down. Feel your chest lift. Press into your feet, lift your hips. Take your hands together underneath your body, palms flat, interlace. Work the arms down, pressing down from the pinky blades of the fingers, down into the elbows, wrists, shoulders. Feel the chest fully in. Stay for the exhale. Drag back on your shins. Feel the thighs move forward, wiggle your hips, full. Slowly release on down to the mat. Another round of bridge pose. If you want to add a little variation, when you lift, take your hands and prop them on the back of your sacrum, on the back of your buttocks. Keep your shoulders and the back of your head down, careful of anything on the neck. You can do this kind of assisted bridge pose, or stack the knees over the hips and then extend the legs to the sky. All right, so whatever you're feeling, you could go to bridge. If you want to do wheel again, you're welcome to it, or try this variation. Lift your hips, take the hands underneath the sacrum, Press down shoulders and elbows. Stay here, or slowly pick up your legs, stacking knees over hips. Brace your core tight and then extend your legs straight up into the sky. Point or flex the feet and breathe love into every cell of the body. Slowly bend your knees, land your feet on the mat if you're up, come down to your back. Last round, I'll take us through wheel. You choose any variation that you want to get into. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, come up to the top of the head. Use that to adjust the hands, to adjust the armpits and the elbows in. Turn your big toes slightly in and press inside ball of the feet into the mat. Then start to straighten your arms. Pulse the shoulders a couple times. Make sure you've got some wiggle room. 5 breaths wherever you are. Not pushing the shape. Not hanging back too far either. One of the most challenging things you can do is to figure out where the edge really is. Anybody can force themselves and hurt themselves. Anybody can sit back in the comfort zone and just chill. It takes a deep amount of sensitivity, humility, mindfulness to understand what is just wonderfully uncomfortable. The benefit is when you find that place, your practice should feel good as you open yourself. Full breath in. Exhale, come on down. Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. Let the knees go wide. Take your hands to the belly and breathe. Love in. Love out. Gomukhasana from the back. Wrap your right knee over your left knee. Flex your toes back against your shins. Take your hands, grab anywhere from the knees, middle shin, all the way to a possible underhanded grip on the ankle bones. Flex your feet against the shins, protecting your knees. Now, try to track the knees forward over your pelvis, from the thighs together. Once the knees are forward over your hips, start to bring your legs towards 90 degrees. It's a start to. It means don't force it. Instead, feel the outer hips, pull with your biceps, lean with your back, and oppose with your legs. And of course, most of all, love comes in and love flows out. If we are to breathe, breathe consciously. And if we are to think, think consciously. If we are to move, move mindfully. And allow your conscious awareness to wake up and be intentional to the moment. Slowly, you can relax the hands. You're welcome to keep the single wrap of the legs for a wrap twist, or if you want to float it out into a regular supine twist, extend your left leg forward. Let the knees fall to the left. Wiggle until you can pin both shoulder blades down. Then breathe. Full to empty. Full to empty. Slowly unwind back to center. Gomukhasana from the back. Left knee wraps over the right knee. Start with the heels close to your outer hips. Flex your feet back against your shins. That's priority 1 to protect the knees, making sure this exercise hits the hips. Turn your palms and grab anywhere from the knees to the middle shins, all the way down to the ankle bones. Try to avoid grabbing the blades of the feet as that might twist the ankles. Flex your toes heavy back against the shins. Start to track the knees forward over your pelvis. When the knees stack, the sacrum will go flat to the mat. The lower back will thank you. Start bringing the legs towards 90 degrees. Stop the moment that you're in the wonderful discomfort of opening the outer hips. Breathe. Pull with your biceps. Lean with your back. Move the breath. Full to empty. Bring love in. Send love out. We take love from the plants and the trees. We give love back to them. Our relationship between exchanging oxygen and carbon dioxide is the reverse of theirs. And so we rely on each other. We give to one another. Let go of your hands. You can keep the legs wrapped or extend the right leg long. Find your supine twist. Stack your hips, center mat. Wiggle the shoulders until they're flat. Pin the shoulder blades down and breathe. Slowly unwind. Happy baby pose. Pull the knees out wide. Rock your tailbone forward and back, forward and back. Grab the feet last time. We end with this opening feeling. Pull with the arms. Lean with your back. Breathe full in. Empty the breath. And then knees hug in. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Squeeze your forehead to your knees. Full body breath in. And final Shavasana. Release. Let your body drift. The head move away from the neck and shoulders. Wiggle your hips. Let's take 5 full to empty breaths. Fully in. Let it flow. Full. Flow. Love in. Love out. Love in. Love out. Love in. Love out. Listen close. Full body inhale, hold at the top. And now, holding the breath, flex your feet back against your shins. Flex your quads. Flex your glutes and your inner groins. Draw your belly in. Flex your hands in a fist. Flex your muscles in your arms, your shoulders, your chest. Lean into the mat. Feel all the muscles in your body engage. Then relax and empty the breath. 5 times like this. Full body inhale. At the top, you hold, squeeze. If you understand the bandhas, you squeeze your bandhas. Mula, Udi, Jalandhar. Flex your feet back. Squeeze every muscle in the body. We're taking all this contraction on a full breath. That means the blood pressure is going to spike to the only place that can't contract, which is up in the brain. Relax and empty the breath. Again, fully in. Hold, contract. Relax. Fully in. Hold, contract. Relax and empty. Last time. Full body inhale. Squeeze. Relax and empty. And just allow the body to float. Let the eyes get heavy. Take away the intention to see. And the part of the brain that is responsible for vision will fade. Let your body get heavy and take away the intention to move. The center of the brain responsible for motor function will fade. Soften your jaw and your tongue, take away the intention to speak. Part of the brain responsible for speech will fade. So Shavasana is not just a little rest. It is deep, conscious rest known as Yoga Nidra. Remembering that yoga is not a physical practice, it is only observed as such, for we see out into the world each other and too often ourselves. But in its heart, yoga is an energetic practice. So letting the physical rest, we trace it back to its source, the nervous system, the electrical signals, the impulses from the brain through the spine to the body. When you release the intentions to see, to speak, to move, not only does the muscle relax, but the electrical impulse also draws back into the brain. And the electrical storm, that is our conscious waking mind, becomes clear. The clouds part. The intense chaos of electrical fire dissolves into still waters. Yoga is the calming of the fluctuations in our mind. Imagining the mind like a pond or a small pool with dirt. When the water is disturbed, the dirt lifts from the ground and clouds the waters. And the more we try to push, the more we try to stop it, the more we simply churn the water, which clouds our mind. Yet when we relax, when we let go, when we completely surrender, the sediment begins to fade, dropping back down. So there's nothing you need to push or to reach or to pull yourself towards. By simply letting go, physically, mentally, energetically, and emotionally, the waters become clear once again. And it's in that space of clarity, when we look down into the waters, we can see what is truly there, without the distortion and disturbances of our thoughts. So I hope your practice clears your mind, opens your heart, lets your energy flow, bringing you back to that place of clarity. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.